questions. Okay, 8, I'm going to go over using the algebra tiles because it ties into 9, and I want to show 8 and 9 together. So 8 and 9, these might be we might do one more problem on 2, 1, 3 after this, and then we'll move on to the other one. So 8 says there's 2x, there's a negative x, there's 1 on the bottom, and then I have 2 more. Two more on the bottom. I'll move these ones down. So this is what problem 8 looks like. Now, if I was to write this out just as it is, I always write my x's first, but if I just wrote it across the board, I'm filling this in the answer there. I would write 2 plus negative 1 plus 2x minus 3. That's what I would write. Now, you might see some zero pairs. You might have noticed that that this is a zero pair because that's two opposite values on the same side. You might have noticed that this is a zero pair because that's opposite values on the same side, and taken those away and notice that the final answer, like that this is also equal to 2x minus 2. You might have noticed that as well. We talked about this specific example last week when I was going over this. But problem 9 talks about this a little bit differently, and that's why I want to talk about this now. So problem 9 says, Murphy, Dakota, and Izzy are debating this problem. Murphy says that it's 2 minus 1 plus 2x minus 3. Dakota says 2x plus 2 minus 4, and Izzy says 2x minus 2. We've already written 2x minus 2 in there, so we know Izzy's right. But I'm going to set these up the way the other people said. So Murphy says 2 minus 1 plus 2x minus 3. I think that's the way that's written out. 2x minus 1. So what did Murphy do to this? Because this says 2x plus negative 1 plus 2x minus 3. What Murphy did was Murphy took this tile right here, moved it across the line, and changed the sign and said, oh, 2 minus 1 plus 2x minus 3. That's correct. This is a legal move. This is an allowed thing that you're allowed to do to not screw up your equations. And so Murphy did a good job. Murphy is correct. So Murphy has a correct answer. So then Dakota thinks the answer is 2x plus 2 minus 4. Well, let's look at that. 2x, I see the 2x right here. And then plus 2, I see the plus 2 right there. And then minus 4, I see the minus 4. It's all of these together. So all that Dakota did was just move this over here. Dakota just put the minus 1 and the minus 3 together and just grouped them and said that's the correct answer. So Dakota, that's a legal move. It's okay to move these around as long as you don't switch the side of the tile. Dakota just combined like terms. That's totally legit, and Dakota has a correct answer. So Dakota is correct. And then finally, what Izzy did was Izzy says minus 2. Izzy just looked at these and said, oh, that's a zero pair. I'm moving that out of the way. Zero pair. 2x minus 2, that's Izzy's answer. That's what we're left with. So the answer for number 9 is all are correct. There's lots of different ways of looking at problem 8. They all are correct. You may have come up with any of those and you would be right. Some of them are just more simplified than others. So basically, Murphy just did keep, change, change. Dakota combined like terms, and then Izzy canceled zero pairs. And so they all just got one step further along than the rest. All right, let's see. These last problems, these are real easy. We're just connecting. I have 2x plus 3x, which is 5 x's plus one more x. So I'll actually build that here. 2x plus 3x plus 3 actual tiles plus 4x squared. Oh, I better get my x squareds on here. 1, 2, 3, 4 And then we have plus 10 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5 is 10. And then one more x on the board. I'm just squeezing it in there at the end. I'm just going to move this all over so we're clear that it's all on the board. So if I take all of these and I put them together, I put my 2x, my x's with my 3x, and then I put another x. That's 6x. I have 4x squared here. So I put those together. And then I have my ones. I'm going to combine these terms, and I have 13 of those. So I'm putting down my answer as 4x squared. You guys can see it over here. 4x squared plus 6x plus 13. Same thing. The way that I have it drawn out, though, is 6x plus 4x squared plus 13. Either way. Both of those are correct. There's lots of different orders that you could have these in. All of them would be right. But you only want to write one if it's going to count them correct. I'm going to leave this as a practice for people to work on that, just so that you can be ready for your quiz. And then I'm going to go to 12. 12 and 13, they just ask us to build these and then write out the expression and then combine like terms. So the first thing that it wants you to do is write out the expression. It doesn't really give you place to do it. So I just want you to write down your final answer for these. But if I was to do this, let's see, I would want 2 x's on here. I don't want my 4x squareds on here. I want those there with this and 2 on the bottom. So I can see a 0 pair, and then what I'm left with is 2x plus -1. So the original amount, there's lots of ways you could say it. You could say x plus 1 plus 1 plus -1 minus 1 minus 1, or you could say 2x plus 2 minus 2 plus -1. There's lots of ways to say it, but these are going to cancel each other out, and so that's what I'm left with, and that is x plus -1 or, oops, 2x minus 1. Anyway, there's 4 ways to write it, or, you know, -1 minus 4x and everything. All right, what do we have? 4 minutes left. 0 pairs, we've talked about 0 pairs a lot. We've talked about them a lot in 213. So I don't know that there's a lot of purpose in going through all of this again. It reviews how you make 0 pairs. Opposite things on the top, opposite things on the bottom, negative things on the top, or sorry, same things on the top and bottom will also make 0 pairs. So it asks me to remove 0 pairs here, use student eTool. It says build this collection of tiles. Oh, I need to make it so I can see it. So these are very simple. I'm just trying to find my 0 pairs. So again, I see here's a 0 pair. We did this one already. We reviewed this one. That 0 pair can come off, and then these are 0 pairs, and they can, oops, sorry, they're not all 0 pairs. These are 0 pairs, so they can come off, and this is what I'm left with. Questions about this?
Wait, is this 2 and 4 or 2 and 3?
This is 2, 1, 4. The thinking is more or less the same, especially since I've already introduced 0 pairs, and you should have been using them in 2, 1, 3.
Oh, I was doing something. Sorry, I didn't get to.
Oh, it's cool. So this was my picture, and here's my answer for 2, 1 for problem 3.
Wait, I'm opening it right now. 2, 1, 4.
X minus 2 is what you should have come up with. X minus 2 or X plus -2 is also possible.
Wait, for number 2?
For number 2, X plus -2 would have also been correct, yes. So then problem 3, the only 0 pair that I see is this X on the bottom with this X on the top. And so when I cancel those out, I'm not going to take the time to build them, but when I cancel the little x off the bottom with one of the x's on the top, I'm left with this x on the bottom or this 1 on the bottom, and then I can have it jump across the line. So x plus -4 or x minus 4 would also be correct. Let's see, with the remaining time that I have. So I think you guys are good at building these things. I think you guys would be fine on this one. My answer is going to be -x because I see a 0 pair with x and -x. And I see these two on the top match these two on the bottom. So those are going to cancel out. And basically the only thing I'm going to have left is this one right here. So my answer is -x. And now I'm going to skip over these to let you practice. And I want to talk more. I'm just going to show one more of these. 3x minus 2x plus 4. So the way that this one works is here's 3x. I'm going to build 3x on this screen over here. So 3x at the top. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put, it says I need to build 2x. 1, 2, plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 2x plus 4 up here in the corner. And does that go on the top or the bottom? What do y'all think? Come on, unmute yourself and tell me.
On
The bottom.
Goes on the bottom. How do you know?
It's because since 2x plus 4 is in parentheses, it's telling you to subtract that from 3x.
Very well put. So the negative sign before the subtraction sign means that before the parentheses means everything in the parentheses is being subtracted. And then, so that's how I would do it. And then once I'm here, then I can look for 0 pairs. So now I look for 0 pairs. I see a 0 pair here. I see 2 0 pairs. Same amount, top and bottom. That's a 0 pair. My answer is this. So to show my work, I'm going to put this amount right next to it. I'm going to take a screenshot of all of it, and then I'm going to show my work like this. My computer. Okay, I'm going to add my image, and then I'm actually going to show, maybe I'll even write that these are 0 pairs, right? 0. Boy, if I had a stylus, this would be easier, but I don't on this. Anyway, that's it. Y'all follow me on that? Like, that's all I need you guys to get out of this unit. If you know that, you should be ready. It's time to go. Your quiz, I'm going to post your quiz on Thursday. I have posted part of it now, but you guys won't be able to see what the problems I want you to solve are until Thursday. I will be available tomorrow. If you would like to Zoom with me to study for this at all, I will make myself available. I'm going to be at home grading all day long, so I'm here for you. Anyways, let me know. You guys are dismissed. If you have any questions, you can stick around for another minute or so. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. Enjoy Veterans Day. I'll see you Thursday.
bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.